So, hi friends. This is Praveen. Today we have with us Nidhin Nelson. So, he is from Kerala. And one good thing about him is he knows four languages. So, he can speak with people from Kerala in Malayalam. He can speak Hindi and obviously English and even Gujarati. So, that is something which I kind of look up to because I know only two languages. He can speak four languages. So, Nidhin, welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you. My glad being here.
Yes. So, Nitin, I guess you would have watched the previous episodes of our friends. Okay. So, what we are trying to do is we are trying to record few memories of us, as well as we are trying to give few suggestions or tips for the future aspirants also. So,
Sure.
I hope you will have a good time.
Yeah, yeah.
So, there are few questions with me. We'll go it in
Okay,
random order.
okay.
So, the first question is each journey will give us some different experience. For example, a UG would have given a different experience. But whereas you have been in your post-graduation degree, after this 2 years, what do you want to say about how this has shaped yourself?
Okay. If I compare myself to a person, what I was before joining MBA and what
Hmm?
I am today, like completing almost my MBA within 1 month, I could say, like, I was not a person who used to work under pressure, getting CIAs today or working like 2 to 3 days at a stretch and submitting something in deadline.
Okay,
Coming to Christ, we all make sure that we are up to the deadline.
true,
Even if
true,
we have six CIAs on a single day, we will be bound to complete it. So that
true,
is
true,
something that I learned coming to Christ. Even if you have multiple things in your plate, you will be trained to complete it in the stipulated time.
true, true. That is something is
So
going to help us also in future too, actually.
yes, in corporate life, sticking to the deadlines is what our superiors look to us. So I
True.
think that is one of the most important trait that I instilled myself after joining MBA in Christ.
Hmm. Something that is something even I have looked up to because even though you have few assignments or even if there is some other work comes into, okay, you won't say no to it. You will try to complete the other work which has come. At the same time, you have never said no to your hobby also. It can be writing or it can be singing or it can be something which you like to do, to going out or meeting people. So this time management, I think you are the right person, to my knowledge, within my friend circle to speak about because you balance out between so many things. So what do you want to say? How to do it? Any shortcuts or tips for us?
Um, to all the juniors in my current batch of Christ, or to the students who are planning to take MBA or MBA in Christ in particular, or in any other colleges in India in general, I would say MBA is not a course only known for bookish knowledge. It's
Okay,
a course wherein we can develop our interpersonal and intrapersonal skills. So, being in different activities along with your academic curriculum makes you a person which, like, which more than you have thought of yourself. So,
mm-mm-mm.
I feel being in multiple curricular activities, like I was there in the content writing team of our LOS specialization. So yes, handling all my team members and getting the like newsletter published in a stipulated time was a bit of a tedious task, but that ensured that we put our leadership skills and time management skills. There were times wherein I was supposed to write some vote of thanks or welcome address for corporate interface gets day before, or the day itself of the event.
True,
So
true,
yes, so those were the times when we were supposed to show our time management and the leadership skills. So if we have these both skills, I think we will be able to flourish in our life, like in
true,
personal and
true.
corporate life.
And those last minute works of vote of thanks that are given by me only. So special thanks for doing it. Okay.
Yes, 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 yes.
So I like to ask one more sub question to it. It's because Out of MBA, we will take MBA, this co-curricular and all. Some people say that, this hobby, what we are doing, it can be writing or even what we are doing currently. We don't have time or we can't accommodate this hobby within our MBA life or corporate life. So, do you think it's difficult or can we manage to give some time for our hobby also?
It depends on person to person basis. I have a person like who believes in doing all the things at at the same time. As in,
Okay.
you can call me as a multitasker.
Hmm.
So I believed in myself. So yes, I was able to do it. It depends from person to person. And if a person believes that he should do or he is able to do, then he or she should find time. There will be times wherein you'll be having multiple things on your plate, multiple CIAs, multiple exams, multiple deadlines. But of course, at the end of the day, if you can find time for yourself, it would be in one or the other way helpful for you only.
Correct, correct.
So
Big
I think
points.
that finding time for ourselves is one of the most important thing one must have.
Yes. That too, after a stressful CAs or any assignments, whatever we do, if we could give some time for ourselves and do a hobby which we like, definitely it will bring some smile on our face, actually.
True, 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 true.
Okay. My next question is something which can't happen in real life, but I will assume that I have a superpower, which I can give it to you. With that superpower, you will be able to freeze a moment in your life, and you can, cherish it by looking at it continuously. So if I give this power, which moment in your life? It can be within Christ or outside Christ, which you'd like to freeze.
Okay. So it is a moment within the Christ only.
Hmm?
If I could like to freeze the moment, that could be you sitting next to me on the bench and me and Hasan the teacher.
Okay, it's so
So
sweet of you.
yes. Hmm. So yeah,
Okay.
me and Hasan the teasing you every now and then. So yeah, that is something you know I would really miss after I go out of Christ, of course.
So it's basically are saying
Yes.
that you want to freeze a moment of you both teasing me continuously.
Yes, 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 true.
Then I'm not giving you that power. Okay. So the next question is, when you told you are going to do an MBA, and I know personally that you tried for few government exams and then you came here for an MBA. There would have been few criticism or few comments. People would have kept on you saying that this is not possible. Why are you wasting your time? So in such situations, there are so many people like you who are in such situation currently. So if you could say how you handled it and you came here, or what you want to say for them, because they need some motivation.
So yeah, as you told, I have given a couple of competitive examinations after my bachelor's. So yeah, competitive exam is unlike MBA, wherein the syllabus is defined. In competitive exam, the
True, true.
syllabus is not defined. You can't expect the difficulty level of the any examination. It could be easier in one shift. It could be more tougher in the other. So
Mm-hmm.
it's only in God's hands which shift we get.
Correct.
So unfortunately, I got a tougher shift, and I could only clear till tier three, like the third round of examination. The examination had four
Mm-hmm.
rounds.
Okay.
So then I made like a plan to join MBA.
Mm-hmm.
So to everyone who criticized me, like why you chose MBA over competitive examinations, there is a plan for everything. God has a plan.
True,
So
true.
whatever He does for us will always be good. So I staunchly believe that, you
Yeah.
know,
Your belief in
yeah,
God has helped you actually, to
yes,
overcome
yes,
that
yes,
criticisms.
yes,
Okay.
true, true, true.
And one more question related to this is, as you have experience of preparing for government exams, there are people sometimes, start within a short duration of 6 months or 5 months, they try to prepare and try to clear the exam, and they end up not clearing it. So, some idea about them, how they can approach an exam from your experience, if you could give, it will be helpful for them. It's,
Okay.
I'm not referring to
So,
government exam. You can, in generic, speak about a competitive exam itself, how to approach it.
okay. Generically speaking, about a competitive exam, it could be banking, it could be SSC CGL, or it could be UPSC civil service, or it could be any exams that take admission exams like CAT, ZAT, MAT, SNAP, or any competitive exams. If any student is particularly willing to give a test, he or she should be able to understand the syllabus and the difficulty level of the questions asked and the
Okay.
type of questions asked. As in, I will tell you one example. If we take banking exams, there are 100 questions to be solved in 1 hour.
Okay.
100 questions to be solved in 60 minutes to be precise, and
Mm-hmm.
that too all the sections are timed: math, quantitative aptitude, reasoning, and English. So if you are not able to cover the number of questions in the stipulated time, you you will be lagging behind in the race.
True.
So, and the thing about banking exams is, though we need speed, the variety of questions asked in exam is very few, like addition, then the word problems. A very few type of problems will be asked, but
Mm-hmm.
the calculation required in banking exams is uh, very high.
Okay.
Wherein in CGL it is like more of being conceptually clear, wherein the
Okay.
calculation is very less. And
Mm-mm-mm.
yes, I personally believe that if you can clear CGL maths, you could clear any maths in the entire universe, because it's that
Okay.
tough.
I understand.
So yeah, for any people who are giving competitive, the first thing would be knowing its syllabus and knowing
Difficulty.
the
Mhm.
pattern of the questions and how
Okay.
difficult they are. If
Okay.
these three things we can tackle, you can tackle any of the competitive examinations.
True, true. Because if you could take our Christ University itself, there are people who have wrote CAT exam and came to Christ. There are people who have wrote MAT exam and came. Because MAT exam is a speed-based exam, they did a different approach. Whereas CAT, you have sufficient time, but the concept wise it's different. So maybe if
Yes,
they could choose an exam which they are good at, they'll be able to clear it actually.
yes, it's true.
Okay, this is again on a personal note. If you like to, share with us a reward or a compliment you got from Christ University, it can be from a faculty or from anyone for that.
If it was about a reward,
Mm.
uh, for obvious reasons, I won't name the faculty.
Okay.
Yeah, it was way back in my third semester.
Mm,
So I was the CR of one generic elective, and that
okay.
that faculty gave us a asynchronous assignment,
Mm,
and faculty had asked us to collect the assignments by 4
mm,
and submit to her and give the
yes,
attendance to her.
students.
So that while I was submitting the assignments, like I collected everyone's submission and I went to her cabin, and then the faculty asked, "How did you mark the attendance?" Like, so I told, "Ma'am, whomsoever submitted the assignment before 4, like I went on marking their attendance in my Excel as and when they submitted the assignment." So yeah, she gave me a compliment that you are very proactive, and
Mm, mm, mm.
also you stick to your deadlines and everything. So I consider that to be a compliment.
Yeah, that's true. And but I got who is that faculty actually. Okay.
Yes.
uh, Sure. So, sometimes when we are, as you're saying, very kind of strict with the deadlines, or when we are trying to stay as true as possible, we might get certain comments from our own friends that, this much of,
Yes, yes,
sincereness is
yes,
not
yes.
required, or you don't need to be this rigid.
True, true.
Sometimes it will be very hard because they will be our very close friends. when we get such comments from them, we'll be like, are we doing it correct or should we continue to do it? Have you faced such situations or how do you handle it actually?
Uh, if I'm not pretty able to recall a particular situation, but
Hmm.
yes, because of my sincerity, I have been through multiple situations, like you said, but at the same time, I have managed to, you know, get out of the situation in a manner that was not harmful to me and to the
Hmm.
party on the other side as well. Like it was a moment of a mutual compromise, I would say.
Yes. We can't, be on a side. We should try to take a balance actually.
True.
Okay. So the next question is, as you told, we have 1 month left to complete MBA. After a few years, if someone says Nidin or Nidin Nelson, how do you want your friends to remember you? Because this 2 years we have been together, how do you want your friends to remember you after 2 or 3 years down the line?
A person who was always there for, everyone for help. It could be anything like during CIAs or any random help. If it was in my capacity, I don't remember that I have said no to anyone. It could be for any CIA or for any activity in the specialization or for any departmental activity. Yes, I would always want my friends to remember me as a person who has helped a couple of people, you know, to get out of the woods. Yeah.
Okay. So one more question is, if you want to thank someone or say a sorry to someone, okay, you can use this platform and share it with them.
Okay. So there is no one in particular, but I would like to thank each one of them who have been with me from day one. I like trimester one till this moment throughout every CIS through my every ups and downs,
Mm-mm.
wherein they have pushed me to to newer limits to achieve something good and to see myself beyond what I have seen myself. So yeah, there are a couple of people, and to everyone whom I have cursed, I not cursed, but to whom I have spoken very like not in a harsh manner, but in a manner that was not so soothing. So
Mm.
yes, I use this platform as an opportunity to say a Thanksgiving note and as well as a
Sorry
sorry.
to.
So yeah, so
Okay.
yes,
So you're like, whoever wants, felt like I got
yes,
offended, you can take a sorry. Whoever is happy
yes,
with me,
yes,
they can take a thanks.
yes, 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 yes.
Very
True.
smart, has not named anyone. Okay. We'll go for the next question. So, after 1 month, you will be having an MBA, degree in your profile. So this 2 years, and the dream of having an MBA, and we worked for it, and we are going to get it. So at this moment, how do you feel about this journey, and what do you want to say?
Frankly speaking, getting an MBA is uh, was not something that I dreamt of, but
Okay,
yeah, as it is always said that you know wherever we are, it is for some reason, good reasons. So I strongly believe in that, and if MBA is something, I wish it will reap me something good in future, like a good career. Probably MBA is a starting point of a good career.
true, true.
So yes,
We'll
a good career
hopefully,
is
yeah,
yes,
we wait for it. You will, you deserve it, and you will definitely get it.
yes.
So one more last question I have to wind the session is, people who are going to do MBA in future. We will speak with specific to operation because we are from those background, operation and system. So what they can really expect in college, okay, what they can learn, as well as what are the placement opportunities which they can expect. Because as an outsider, we have a dream of reading something. We have a dream of getting into some companies. So if you could summarize and say this is what you will be reading here, this is what you can expect to get and get placed, it will be helpful for them actually.
So, as far as Christ is concerned, Christ offers like lean operations and systems, wherein operations mainly has supply chain, and systems deal with the IT end. So, as these specialization has two facets to it, people can choose any of the facets from the fourth trimester depending on their area of interest. If they are choosing IT roles, the probable placement opportunities one could get in Christ would be a role of a business process analyst or a business analyst, which is a lucrative career. And some placement opportunities that we had for this year was Scrum Master, if I could say IT roles.
Yes.
And if I take the manufacturing end of the other side, it is mainly sourcing, planning, supply chain, or something like a management trainee, but more of operations inclined towards it. So, yes, people who will be like more inclined towards manufacturing, I would I would request them to, go through subjects that are taught like QMS, LOM, and everything. And if it
Yes.
is for IT side, they will be having this BAPM or MAIS in fifth semester, or it could be ITSM in fourth semester. So yeah, these are some subjects in specific wherein students, my junior students or the upcoming batch should focus depending on the area they are interested in, whether it could be
True,
IT
true.
or it could be core supply chain.
Perfect. So the need of what the need of the hour question is how to get internship. If you could see juniors, they will be following you for this question, or do you have contacts? So this part we can keep it separately for our current juniors, okay, who are looking for internship. You can say because I know you have searched a lot of places and then you kind of got one. So you can share your
Uh,
experience.
okay, getting an internship from college is pure luck. If one finds it, it's better. If one doesn't find it, I would say get more and more network. As in, your network is your net worth. If you have like 10 people in your contacts, it is not necessary to be your friends. It could be your friends, your seniors, or your juniors. If you pass your resume to any one of them, they could pass to next 10 of them. And that next
True,
10 would,
true.
and that chain continues, like goes on continuing. Somewhere or the other end, someone might be having an opportunity for a role that you are looking for. So it is always important to have a good number of network with you. And it is always the second point I would focus is to have a tailored resume for whichever job role you are applying, whether it could be SIP or it could be placements. So yes, so the two things that I would focus for placements, whether it could be SIP or final placements, is like having network, then having the skill sets that employers look in, and the third one is having a like very much tailored resume according to the needs and
Job.
specifications of a particular job.
Cool, Nadine. I think, I had a very good time speaking with you. People even of our
Right.
classmates, I think, they will also get to know few extra things about you, from this
Yes,
interview.
yes, yes, yes,
And
yes,
for
yes,
others also, we have, spoke certain things. So, do you
yes.
want to say something else, or do you like to share something else here?
Okay, so everyone in general, I would give a motivation quote as we wind up the session here. So it's quoting a great man here. I would say a person is a mix of five persons whom they surround. Okay,
Okay,
so be in a circle that inspires you, that gives you constructive criticism to improve yourself, than they give destructive criticism to destroy at your back.
okay,
So it is more important to have a group of friends. See, uh, uh, they will say something maybe bad on you, but that is for you people to improve it. So as I said, all of them are a mixture of five people whom they surround.
okay.
So pick those five people whom you feel that they can inspire you. They can make you a better person of yourself than you are today. So I think yes, that is something that I would leave at the end of this session
It's a really good,
to wind up things.
it's a very good thing. Even I like to take this, as a motivation. I feel very good. I'm very happy, Nathan, actually. To be honest, this session was very good. Maybe when you get to see it in YouTube, okay, you will also feel the same, actually.
Yes, 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 yes.
And I wish, this kind of interviews which you are going to give in future will be in a greater platforms, and, we will be getting to reach to so many people. My best wishes for you.
Thank you, Praveen. Thank you, Praveen.
Take care then. Bye bye.
Yes, Praveen.
Bye.